And what would a Hasbro PulseCon event be without a bonus episode? That's right, Travis and Bobby are back because we didn't get to have our own episode for PulseCon. So you know what? Here it is. All right. So first off, Trev, how you doing, buddy? I know you had a little dental work done.
I'm surprised I'm able to speak right now, man. I left that place. I was like, oh, yeah, what? So yeah, it was my whole right side of the face. Thank God I got this beard. You can't even tell, right?
Hides it.
So, yeah,
It hides it well.
yeah. I'm keeping this thing forever. Yeah, dude, it was it's done. I'm just happy, and yeah, I'm just I'm kind of drugged up, so I'm like, Bobby, I know it's the World Series, man, but
yeah,
I just got out of the shower. I'm full of drugs, the drugs the doctors prescribe me. Don't get
legal drugs. There we go.
Yeah, stuff I need, man. I just got 2 wisdom teeth pulled. So yeah, I feel all right. Had some oatmeal with some fruits, and then I was able to eat vegetable rice. So
there you go.
Not too bad. I needed to eat, man. I felt awful. But I'm here for what is it? 49.4?
49, yeah, 49.4.
49.4. Because we can't do the 50th this way. We'll do a quickie, man. Hasbro Pulse 1027. So
yeah, so they did a quick drop. I mean, we got a lot over this past weekend, but they decided to, you know what? Here's a little extra. It's like, you know what this is like? It's like going to your, you have your Christmas day with your parents, and then you go to your grandparents' house and you get a few extra goodies.
Yeah, I think this was. I think there's 3 reasons for this, right? So I think they wanted feedback from PulseCon, and I think what they did was they ran with whatever they thought worked or didn't work.
Yeah,
and then they have lots of other people we've seen on camera before with Hasbro Pulse who weren't on camera in the panels at Hasbro Pulse, and they kind of were here. I was like, oh, I remember that guy from an old Joe panel, and I remember this British comedian dude they kind of like brought them. They were like, all right, you're not going to work PulseCon, but you're going to work this like mini event. And then the third reason, if I can even remember now, is let's say, to get people to like join, because I paid $50 for the premium membership, and everyone got to order Star Wars toys at the same time. So they were like, all right, well, this is for you. I'm not even sure if regular people were able to access this. I know Vlad said he watched it, and he doesn't have a.
No, I didn't get a chance to watch it. So I mean, if Vlad did,
So what's the point of the premium membership if you can just have a friend share you the link? I know, like, it's a private YouTube video, but if you shared the link, they could just watch it, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
So and then I guess the other part before we forget is that when it was over, I think it was about an hour and 20 minutes long, or hour and a half. I don't know, something like that. So when it was over, you had a few hours to pre-order stuff before the next people.
Yes.
But it was kind of funny because things sold out fast. And then when they went up at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, they were available again and still are. It almost doesn't. Yeah, I mean, look, it was a great event, but there's still some weird stuff.
There's some kinks they got to work out. I get it.
Yeah. All right, let's fly through this.
Let's fly through this because while we did get some Power Rangers and Transformers drops for the 50th, hopefully Dave will be with us so that he can delve into that more. And you and I have kind of dropped off of Transformers.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to mention that real quick, actually. So KJ and I were gonna record the Transformers PulseCon.
Yeah.
And it was all Legacy line. I think the Legacy line looks good. I just need to find a line in my collection where I need to stop.
It's true.
When I look in the living room and I look at my details, I see lots of robots. And like
you have a lot of them.
I don't have time to ever change them, and I want to put them in like in vehicle mode and stuff. And I'm like, I'm good with the War for Cybertron, and I'm good with 86. I'm gonna keep collecting 86 if they continue with the movie line 86, because just love the movie, just love the G1 cartoons. But Legacy, I see that some of the stuff selling out fast. People wanted it. It looked successful. People even said Transformers killed it, and I'm like, I don't know. they're done War for Cybertron, so I'm done Transformers for now, minus 86. So yeah, I mean they did lift ticket, and then Power Rangers did a stealth drop, I guess Dave said,
Yeah.
but I mean we'll show the photos here, right? But
Yeah.
when it comes to the 50th anniversary, we'll get more feedback from our pros.
Yeah, and I agree. I'm still on 86. The War for Cybertron, I just need to get Optimus, and then I'm out. I'm done.
Cool.
I got my 86 Joes that I want, except for like the Dinobots. Those I'll get. But the ones we do collect. All right, so Yojo, G.I. Joe dropped some really nice figures today. We got the Alley Viper.
The reveal of the Alley Viper, that was the big news today.
Yes, and then the Cobra Officer.
Yeah. So you want me to talk about the Alley Viper, right?
You do it.
This is it. So the big orange fluorescent thing that could, when you're a kid, you like big, bright, crazy things, and that's what this was, the Alley Viper. And easily my favorite trooper as a kid. If I could army build them as a kid, I couldn't. I could only go to Toys R Us or KB and grab one, or Chow World, and grab one at a time, or maybe two. And I'm not going to grab two of the orange things when I can grab one and grab whoever, right? Gung Ho, whatever. So yeah, it was my favorite though. Besides Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, like Alley Viper was my ish, man. And so this is, I know people are going to pass on it because it's big and orange, but it's beautiful, man. It's got the auburn colors. Mask pivots up. He's got the big SWAT shield. Still got the classic submachine gun.
Nice.
Kind of funny because that the clip is kind of missing. It kind of makes it funny because Cobra's so inept and like, Cobra Commander's so showy. He's making that presence with big orange soldiers and big SWAT soldiers, right? They're really cool. So yeah, this is still at the end of the day a sci-fi fantasy military movement here, a show product.
100%.
So yeah, it's got to be zany, but I gotta say the guns are looking good. The camo pouches you got on there and everything with the blue camo going on the orange, and yeah, it looks awesome. A lot of insignia. I was kind of studying it. It's got a lot of like little, wherever they could fit a Cobra symbol they did, but I cannot wait to pre-order at least 4 of these for my sons, of course.
Of course.
For my sons, gonna tell the Target manager for my sons, but no, I need 4 of these at least, minimum, at least off the rip. But yeah, I'm pleased as pudding with this.
All right, then going from one army builder to another, the Cobra Officer.
Right, but Robert, he's an officer. How many officers do you need, right? So
I mean,
some people are going to want 30 officers.
Yeah.
If you think about it, you call every policeman an officer, but we've got troopers, we got officers. I don't know. I guess
someone has to lead the troopers. You can't have like one officer for like,
right. I guess you're right. So I got 1 off Pulse because that's all they allowed me, and then I got 2 more on Amazon, and then I think we got 2 more if Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store. It was the secret figure if you ordered the whole wave with Spirit and Spirit Iron Knife.
Really?
Yeah. So if you ordered the wave on either of those sites, I'm sure Dorkside was doing the same thing. You already got one. So I mean, I'm probably going to get at least, I'll have probably 3 or 4 of these. And, Gridiron's going to have the weapons to go along with them, too. In the pack. But, okay, we'll talk Gridiron in a second, Bobby, but the weapons, no more nerfs, right? They're listening.
Well, and because here's the thing, when you look on Instagram, you look at G.I. Joe figures, it's all of like Gridiron, guns with the, wave 1, wave 2 G.I. Joes. I think Hasbro was like, all right. And you said it best with the Alley Viper. This is a sci-fi-esque military show or comic book, both. But still, they're soldiers, so you want them to have like real guns.
Yeah. They're leaning very heavily towards more realistic. I think at first the idea was, the video game and the sci-fi thing going on, and hell, the character sci-fi. We're even gonna get him now, but we're getting pretty good arms. I mean, Gridiron's still gonna top it off, and they didn't stop tonight. They capitalized on everything. We'll go through that in 1 second, but yeah, I mean, the rifle looks good with the officer. As KJ mentioned, lots of pouches, mag pouches.
Yep.
He's got the clip right behind his belt. Pretty cool. And yeah, they're giving him knife pouches and everything. These things look super military. So really cool. And you know what? And shout out to Emily. She's awesome. I mean, she's not a one trick pony, if you will. Like her hosting, I forgot her name on the last GI Joe show, so apologies, but she was here and I was happy to see her because she knocked it out of the park. Her enthusiasm and charisma and her humor is perfect. It's what the line really needed. And yeah, even in the comments, people was like, Emily is awesome and like super good to have a face for the brand, and she's doing a wonderful job. And yeah, she showed off the texture of the uniform. We're getting like more of like kind of ninja style masks, like you can actually see the wrinkles now, and like,
oh nice, I like that.
Yeah, even in those cargos, like, you know, some more ripplings, they're getting super detailed for $22.99. They're just doing an amazing job,
which makes that price point more easy to swallow. You know, because sometimes like, you know, but listen, if you've got a great sculpt, okay. All right, so we go from Joe.
Oh, hold on. I want to run through, since we're on Joe military, let's run through Gridiron real quick.
Let's do it.
Just run through it real quick. Hopefully we'll show some images. So Gridiron Studios in the past week, I got to make an order, right? Everybody does. So they came out with the hardballer, as you've seen in Terminator. I'm going to flip through. I'm kind of looking at my phone, kind of cheating here. All right, so you got the blue radio pack available. They're doing packs now for guns. So you want like, you know, downsized M4s or whatever, they'll give you 3 at once now, at a little bit of a reduced cost. Now, this is the one that made me being like, I need it. For either Beachhead or whoever Major Blood, but the grenade launcher. Okay, so the M203, you know, the single hand grenade launcher, man, that looks just awesome. And then the big set, man, this thing costs more than a figure, but if you can afford it, do it. It's the ultimate. Now they're getting into ultimate packs. Now everything's ultimate. Super 7's ultimate. Gridiron's doing ultimate retro roadblock loadout set. This thing, you know, I mean, it's unbelievable. The Madus and like the Telecom big green rifle, giving us different colors and stuff. So this is, you know, roadblock. The artillery roadblock came out, that big Gatling gun. But if you're kind of sick of that already, you got a more authentic, you know, loadout there. And then yeah, they're doing some restocks. They got let's see, they got some sniper rifles. Oh, also Gridiron, they're doing, if you're gonna see this in time, on Saturday, October 20th from 10 to 4, they're doing a show. They're doing an Arizona Toy Con. They said they're gonna be some new drops there in their existing catalog. So definitely check that out. And like I mentioned, in the last things, Halloween week, they called it Saw Week, and they, you know, they just got the big 249 Saw in full length pipe stock, everything for gung ho, especially. But this thing is a winner chicken dinner, definitely. So shout out to Gridiron. We're gonna see, the more Joes we get, the more great guns that we're gonna be in our artillery accessories, we're gonna be able to buy from them. So I just wanted to give them a quick shout. But yeah, we'll move on to the next segment.
All right, then next I'm gonna go to Marvel Legends, because we got 2 cool drops. Cool. And I know that we both pre-ordered the same one. It was the 90s animated Mr. Sinister. Once again in the VHS box, looks fantastic. And then they did an Iron Spider. I
think they're just paying attention to their competition, because I think the Yamaguchi, I have the Wolverine one I picked up in Japan a couple years ago. I guess it's already a year and a half. Yeah, and then they came out with that Spider-Man one, and I was like, oh man, I wish the amazing Yamaguchi's Iron Spider, I wish I was in Japan so I get it, so I wouldn't have to pay all the shipping. But then Marvel does their $22 version that looks almost as good. So yeah, it's like you got to be careful buying the imports, because Marvel Legends, you know, they got the license, they can sell more at a lower cost. So, you know, I know we're always in a rush to buy stuff overseas, but if you can wait a little bit, Marvel's going to knock it out of the park. Iron Spider looks cool.
And I think you hit it. I think you hit on the nose with when we were discussing GI Joe. Hasbro is paying attention. I think they're really paying attention, which goes to why Hasbro has been so successful these past few years. I mean, Marvel Legends and Star Wars, true, but like now they've got G.I. Joe and Power Rangers and Transformers. They're paying attention to the fans, which is what you want from a product. All right.
Took a while on a pandemic, but it's finally happening.
Yeah, the pandemic kind of slowed everything down, but now halfway, we're towards the end of 2021, going into 2022. Like my pre-orders for 2022, holy shit! Thank God the wedding will have been paid for. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank God the wedding will be paid for.
Congratulations on getting a job, right? A real world job. Yeah, I need more jobs, man. I'm on a veil a lot, but I need more. Book me, man. Come on, look at this space. Book me. All right, we got one more segment, right?
One more, and that will be Star Wars. Now we did get Bib Fortuna, the Jedi Stormtrooper, and the ones that we actually care about, Omega and Echo to go.
Omega. Is it Omega?
It's Omega if you're British, Omega if you're American.
All right. Omega. Omega. So yeah, we finally got Echo, dude. So thrilled. We knew we were gonna get Omega because it was part of the pipeline.
Yeah.
Echo is a no-brainer that we're gonna get, but where the hell was he? I pretty much, I don't know if you can even see right there. Yeah, there he is. It's kind of in the shadows, but they're all there, minus Echo. And Tech is in a box. I gotta unbox him. But yeah, it's like we're finally gonna get this thing. It looks awesome. It's got like the cool. They even mentioned like this robotic arm isn't even on the show, but they wanted to give us like an accessory or something. So that's cool, recognizing the price jump and wanting to give us a little extra stuff. So, and then it's kind of got like a drill arm, and he just face sculpts are all great. And dude, what's your opinion on Omega, man? Because we were worried of like a small character, but it's a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah, a lot of stuff. And it's one of those things where I think once again they're listening to the fans, and fans don't want to pay $15-$20 for, like, what did we pay for our baby Grogu? Like
$7.99.
Okay, I think I spent 10, but still.
Oh yeah, I think it was all over the place. I think it was from I think it was 10 originally, actually, and went down to $7.99. And I've seen some places were selling for like 13.
Yeah.
But Omega comes with an animal, a gigantic bow, really cool looking bow. Comes with like almost like a Bane movie, Batman Bane face mask kind of thing. I don't even remember her wearing that, but it looks solid. And like the front face angle was like, okay, not bad. But then from the side, I was like, from the portrait view, I was like, whoa, that's a profile view. Looks really good. So we'll have to see it in hand. But and then obviously with Rancor, in the anniversary of Return of the Jedi, Bib Fortuna
was kind of a no-brainer.
Sense, was part of the pipeline. Good to see some of these pipeline figures coming to fruition. And then who doesn't need another army builder, right? So Jedi, Stormtrooper.
Now I know with Bib Fortuna, because we got. And I know some people were complaining about the fact that with the Rancor HasLab, we didn't see any of the
stretch goals.
Yeah, the stretch goals. I'm kind of shocked that they're putting Bib Fortuna out, but he was part of the pipeline. I get that. I'm just really curious what they're gonna have as those goals for the Rancor. Like,
was it? I'm gonna butcher this name, but the gatekeeper, some Malakili or something like that.
You do it better than me.
Malaki, whatever. Yeah. And then Ula, the Twi'lek dancer. These are probably gonna be two, more than likely two. We could. I was talking about my buddy Patrick. Shout out to him about this, but we were talking about maybe a Gamorrean guard that's comes with an optional body that's kind of ripped apart. I'm thinking because then you could put it in the mouth, like maybe
that's true.
Blood. It's Star Wars, it's Disney, so not too much blood, but maybe some kind of like blood effects and somewhat, and then possibly a repack of Luke with the bone, and then remember with the Gamorrean guard had the bone.
Yep.
There could be a lot of cool things, but they need to step up because right now, like the Sky Striker is zooming ahead, and then now the Proton Pack, right?
Yes.
So that Ghostbusters. Like that actually already, as of last I checked, like 1,600 backers already.
Really? I'm not shocked. It's what, $400?
Yeah, I don't know the detail. I'm not a Ghostbusters guy anymore. Was as a kid, but I know they need 7,000 backers, and they've already this event was out just hours ago. Already have 16 plus thousand. 16. 1600.
Yeah, let me see
So
if I can find it real quick because
yeah, no worries. So yeah, Proton Pack. But yeah, we have to mention that. That was kind of like for Ghostbusters fans, that's the big news of the day. I think it goes for 400.
Yeah, I think it is 400. I think that's what I
Yeah, yeah,
saw because you have the Proton Pack for 400, and then you've got
yeah.
the plasma wand going for 125.
And they added the extra stuff, right? So they added one of the stretch goals I think they just included was like the ectoplasm stuff. So yeah, like the effect
Ooh.
on the pack, like a little bit of glowing green.
Uh,
So yeah, it's
I
cool.
might, I might, I
I
might.
just thought it was hilarious that like right when it was over, it's Wednesday and AEW Dynamite's back on Wednesday, and the Elite came out with it's Halloween episode, so they came out in Ghostbusters uniforms, and I was like, these guys, they're gonna get
Okay,
that Proton back. They're gonna
the
back it.
Proton Pack is now 2,900.
2,900 already?
2,900 is at 42% with a
What?
month
Do not
left.
underestimate the power of the Ghostbusters. Oh man.
It is true. It
The
just
little brand that could, right? Like
I
I'm
mean, it's
so
got
out of that's awesome.
so much badass shit, dude.
I
Like,
hope it doesn't take away from the Sky Striker though. Like at this point, I don't even care if the Rancor comes. Like, cool if it does. I backed it. If it doesn't, I saved $350 with tax. But that Sky Striker's gotta come, dude. Come on.
well, no, okay. So here's where they get you. So the Proton Pack is just the pack. You have to buy the wand separately. So I'm guessing one of the stretch goals will be the connecting core that puts your pack to your wand.
Oh, possibly. Yeah.
Tricky, crafty Hasbro. Sons of bitches.
But they do.
But they do, and that's how they're gonna get me.
So I
All
guess we
right.
can like give this whiskey scores and everything, right?
Yeah, whiskey scores, it's gonna get a little ding because I couldn't watch it. I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
So wait, just to be clear, you tried to watch this and no one was the link shared in the chat?
I didn't even I once it said premium, I'm like, I'm not gonna try.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, okay, it's kind of a mystery going on. I feel like a lot of people didn't know about it, and that's kind of the secret. Maybe their friends were not sharing.
Maybe I mean
That's kind of good. Like, I pay $50 a year. Why should I share it with you?
true. I mean, look,
I thought I shared that shit in the chat. Sorry, Hasbro, if I did, but I got to take care of my team. But yeah, man, I thought this was, Alley Viper, Cobra Officer. Look, we all survived Cobra Officer
true.
Island today because it was on Amazon for 2 hours. It's gone now, but Pulse had it for a while too. And it's still on Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store. And I think a lot of you guys are getting it anyway. So yeah, it was awesome. Star Wars, yeah, I was kind of like, I backed off my 4.25 and I said in the chat, I was like, I give this a 4 now because Rancor didn't have the paints to stretch goals. And then kind of looking back and like, I wasn't as impressed once I saw Joe, I wasn't as impressed with Star Wars, but this made up for it,
Yeah.
4 awesome figures. The feedback on this thing was really good. I'm gonna have to give the whole thing like a 4 out of 5, man. Like
okay.
it's not just because I don't collect Power Rangers and Transformers, I shouldn't detract it because I do collect Transformers, but not the Legacy line. I shouldn't detract the whole show, but yeah, G.I. Joe and Black Series, and then look at the HasLab. Like, it's already
True.
Almost
if I'm going off what was released, yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4.
Yeah, and the thing is, if you're paying $50 a year for this service, you should get something that's of value. We constantly talk in the chat about how there's no reason to have it. There's right because most people were able to pre-order everything from PulseCon if you were sharp and right away with it without the premium membership. So that's kind of foolish in a way because a lot of people paid $50 and then they were told they couldn't pre-order stuff early from Star Wars and all this other stuff. So yeah, they gave kind of premium members a reason. If people,
no.
Yeah, I don't know. 4 out of 5 whiskeys.
Again, if I'm gonna go off taking that into account, like fine. based off the
No, keep your low score. It's about time you rank something lower than me, Bobby.
But no, like I take into account, like, you know, like we talked about last week during the initial PulseCon. The figures I gave it a 4. The panels was like a 1.5. So I averaged it. So yeah, 3.5. So but these figures, cool. Like I got the Sinister. I'll get that Alley Viper.
Yep.
We'll see where I'm at, but you know, that Proton Pack is awfully tempting, and the Omega and Echo, like I'll have to get that.
I do want to mention too that this was the perfect show, this Hasbro Pulse 1027, to have the artist interviews or the special guests.
This is when yes.
Yeah, PulseCon to me is not, I know it's their Comic-Con thing, and this Comic-Con as well, celebrities, right? But we wanted to just see toys, and we said this in all the panel reviews.
Yep. Every one of our panel reviews.
In this, they had different interviews, and shout out to my guy Pharaoh Monch. Like, get the you know, Simon Says, dude, he's awesome. I follow him on IG, Pharaoh Monch. He's in the new band 13, of course. Legendary member of Organized Confusion, you know, 90s hip hop head right here. So
right.
That was a cool interview. Because like it was a dope crossover, like hip hop and action figures it's like something you don't normally see, but I'm starting to see a lot of it now. Mm-hmm. It was cool. He obviously knows his stuff, and they dropped 2 dope things that he was, you know, and he gave his opinions on what he wanted. He wanted the Terrax to go with his Galactus drop. So
that was a good pick. Yes,
I might take it into account. Maybe he'll maybe in the future at a convention he'll sign some of those Terrax things or something. But yeah, he seems super chill. I've heard him on some interviews and stuff where he talks about his toy collections on different hip hop podcasts and stuff. So but yeah, that was super cool.
This is when you have that type of stuff.
This is when you do it. You don't do it during a 2-hour Marvel panel and have nothing but an hour of interviews. Like,
yeah,
it was nice to see Dwight, Dan, and Ryan back together. And then they were like, "Oh, we're gonna have a special guest." And I was like, "Oh no!" And then it was Pharaoh Monch, and it like,
okay,
what's that, Bobby? Sorry.
You know, you're like, "Oh, okay, that's a good."
Right. Well, not only that, nothing against like the other guests before, but they had all 3 of them on screen.
Yeah,
they had the chemistry there. Like I don't know, it worked. It worked this time. So yeah, so this was a totally cool thing. I want to see more of these for premium members. Sorry, Bobby. Like, yeah, we paid her $50. Let's get some more stuff. But it's cool that like it wasn't like premium members could only order the Cobra Officer. Like,
right. No, that I get. That I get.
Yeah. Other than Mr. Sinister and the Proton Pack, I think everything here was on every website.
Yeah.
On every fan channel. So you still got to order it if you didn't watch the live stream. So that's
exactly. And that's where like the minute I saw Sinister, I was clicking refresh until I could, you know, get it.
Those VHS, those X-Men animated inspired. I love that set, and like hopping into Marvel Legends kind of late in the game, you know, like only maybe it was like August 28th of last year. So it's when you know, Chadwick Boseman passed away, and I was like, I need his action figure. I only had a comic Marvel Universe side. I was like, I need his Marvel Legends figure. And then I just bought all of them. And then that's it. Like, I just
slip, my friend.
That was it. Like, now I'm looking at my detop and it's all Marvel Legends, but it's starting to come together. So yeah, this was a cool show. I really liked it, and I'm glad we got to do one too.
Same. Yeah, finally.
Yeah.
But all right, so we will be back with episode 50. We've done 50 episodes.
Well, we've done a lot more. We keep doing like 49.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
The number system, but we keep overall we've probably done 55 or 60. But yeah, this will be our big 50 anniversary. It's been a hell of a ride. It's been awesome. I love it. It's something to look forward to when life's not going so good or your teeth are getting jammed out of your mouth. But yeah, man, I can't wait. I can't wait.
It's gonna be fun.
Anniversary, and just to give people a preview, we're just gonna have everyone on as many people as we can. We'll talk PulseCon, you know, the stuff that we kind of didn't hit. We will talk this 1027. We'll talk about exclusives. We'll talk about a lot of things. We'll talk about toys. We're just gonna talk about toys.
That's all we're talking about. Toys.
Fun people talking toys. So toy kind of movie.
But all right, for Travis, I am Bobby. We'll see you in the toy aisle.
That's Peace. It.